Hello, and welcome to Saturday. It's another day where we do the streams, and I look like I'm dying because my camera is real weird. It's fine. I have a cat as a lumbar pillow today because she decided to nap behind me. Hello, Kiko. Hello, hello. We're here. We're doing the thing. And Stieg is here. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ooh, we got good news. We got good news from the first time from Kyoko's place of employment. That I never thought I'd see those two words. Annoying coworker is getting fired finally after 3 months of misery. And I only have 2 days vacation left. I mean, I am glad you are finding some form of peace and that the person who has been driving you bonkers is gonna go away. And sorry, I am sitting right in front of the fan. I could turn it off, but again, I have a cat lumbar pillow, so I'm cold for once this week. I thought so too. Is it the annoying AC lady? Nope, not that one. The annoying coworker is an entire saga. That this is the one. Is this the one that kind of gets into shit with everybody and um like even mouths off the bosses? I feel like I remember this person. Yes, that one. I would need a 2 doc page to explain everything. Or you could just watch all the replays of stream and going into all the Discord chat. Steve over here pulls up chair. Tell me about it. I'm just mad that you didn't get fired because of everything he did. It's because he has to get surgery because of his foot, and the boss doesn't like the amount of time that he would be missing. Ew, that's actually a shitty way to fire someone. Here, that would be that would be considered not I don't think it's necessarily illegal, but like the labor board could be called, and that employment. Oh, actually think I guess that is illegal. I don't remember if it's illegal. I don't remember if that's legal here or not. If that was here, it would be a time. It would be go to the labor board and sue the company. So it's not really a firing. They both agreed that it would be the better way. Okay, I have had jobs where people have done that. My question, exactly. I think the boss also told him again about the shit he did. I mean, this guy also gets bitchy with Miss Boss. Well, he's still in trial period. Yeah, and you can kind of get away with doing almost anything, like when the trial period, like especially like here too. I know we're in 2 different locations, but I feel like it's similar. If it's in trial period, you like I had a job at a furniture store, and I lasted 2 weeks. I was not even out of my training. I had only one sales to my name, and the manager was just like, "It's just not going to work out." And they refused to tell me what the problem was. There's like, "Yeah, it couldn't work out." I'm like, "Okay." I think it's because they looked at my social media and realized I was not a person for them. So that would be legal. Either your quote or we'll fire you situation. I don't know, and I don't care. I've had enough of this guy. But Kyoko, I care. It's like I'm a mother running after an unruly child boy. In Norway, we have 6 month trial period, but it's got to be pretty bad if the employer fires you after that. Well, Stieg, if only you knew the kinds of things, all the things. It's a horrible, horrible person, and may his or DoorDash order always be wrong. That's been my karmatic justice sentence. Just like may his DoorDash order always be wrong because people are stupid but I'm not violent and stuff. So I feel like getting your order wrong all the time is a fate worse than death. Um, yeah. What's everybody? What's the vibe? What is everybody working on today? Anyway, I mean, we know what I'm working on. I'm working on the same thing we work on every day, Pinky. We try to take over the world, and when I say take over the world, we work on book 2. I have not worked on out it super much. I got you. You're not gonna fall, you goobs. Okay, hold on. I want to find the other side of this so I can do that. There we go. Da, da, da. Shitty coworker, childish coworker, and weaponized incompetence. Health hazard. Latecomer. No, in Germany. To be fair, I'd rather you punch me than mess with my DoorDash order. I mean, like, see what I mean? It's worse than death. Just very tiny TLDR. It works. You got the cliff notes in. Steve says, I think I'm reading. Awesome. Revision and self-editing for publication by James Scott Bell. Interesting. Kyoko has his writing from the middle. Sweet. Guess what? It's another of the many authors that exist that I've never heard of. Also working on the Ophelia book. Oh, sweet. Yay. Yay. Sorry, I had a thought and it abandoned me, and then I looked down at my laptop and I'm like, this thing is dirty. Like, it's got splatters, which I don't even know how it has splatters, because I specifically keep stuff away from this laptop to try to keep it as neat and clean as possible, and somehow it doesn't work. I'm gonna blame the cat. I don't know why. I'm just gonna blame the cat. So, anywho, I didn't really gel with the right from the middle one. It was all right, but it didn't make horny like Save the Cat. Confused. And don't know if I want to know. You know? I mean, I've never read Save the Cat either, so I have no skin in this in this conversation. The only craft books I have read are right there. And I haven't finished them yet. Like, any of them. Now, granted, of course, like, some craft books aren't supposed to be read from cover to cover. But I read, like, the first part of The Writer's Compass. I haven't read the fight scene one. I've read parts of The Master of Lists, which I realize you can't actually see them. There we go. And then I've read half of the first On Writing and World Building book. I never finish a craft book. I can't. Don't know why. Didn't make me. I thought that was the sentence. I figured that was the sentence, but like, I didn't know that would Save the Cat would give a person that kind of reaction. Marta's here. Hello. Holy crap. We rarely ever get a Marta in the chat. That is very exciting. I am still waiting on my copy of One Page to Done. Yeah, didn't you say that it was that there was some sort of problem with it? I ordered it now from one bookstore franchise here just to see if it was a general problem or just Amazon. I've been waiting for 2 months. Blurg. March says, I had the stream open, didn't realize it started. That happens. Ooh, D&D shirt. Not just any D&D shirt. Gilmore Glorious. Gilmore's Glorious Goods. Had my session 0 on Sunday at a friend's house. That's awesome. I am a half-elf druid, the only healing person because all the boys want to go boom boom, basically. Valid. I mean, it's an in the intellectual craft way, not the sexual way. Okay. I thought this was going to be some weird continuation of the conversation from the last Trouble stream, which was wild. Oh, probably not staying for that long because I'm hungry. Maybe just one sprint. That's fair. I miss you too, bestie. We need to get the gang back together. I know how hard it is because we're all busy peoples. But yeah. I'm also the only one with guidance. That means they can't let you die. And we use the critical role Exandria setting. Yes, I love that. That was just another Friday for us. That is true. Like, it was kind of one of those things where it's like, I wasn't surprised that it happened. You know? Here we are. have the water. Of course, I drink the water and my color goes to shit. It's fine. I love how I go from, like, you know, kind of colorful, and then I go from now it looks like I have jaundice. Okay, now it looks like I'm normal. Shannon did give me another camera, but it's weird. I'm sorry. I don't know why people keep showing up. Because y'all are hilarious, okay? Y'all are hilarious. It is a time watching every single Troublemaker stream. And I enjoy it. Yeah, it was already awesome because my friend made a hint at the vestige of divergence and giggling and fan raging inside. Love that. I just have to figure out my backstory. Backstory is the hardest part, honestly. And how my character gets to the starting point. You got this. Yeah. Oh, that's a small game. Well, that's cool. You have to open. I've opened my laptop. That is going to signify that I'm writing. Who literally are only in town because shopping! No joke. Shopping! I guess all of that was a yell, but, you know, it's fine. Dude. Yeah, I really think that my cat... What? Hold on. How do I... Apparently I had water flavoring on my laptop. I dripped the red food coloring. Is that because it's on my glass? No? Okay. Sorry. Had to just got distraction. Had to fix. I see the blanket. Are you I see the blanket and I'm thinking, are you insane? It's hot as Inverness. No. Fun fact. The air conditioning is half a foot. Actually, it's just a little over arm's reach. Like, let's see if I can show you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, you see that little tiny vent in the ceiling? That's your girl's air conditioning. It's right there. And the fan is pointing directly at me. So I am cold. But this is but it's what I like. I'd rather be cold than hot. Come on. I just fracked up how it's looking. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's what we have here is called central AC. So the air conditioner itself is outside, and it pumps the cool air in through in through the ducts, right? So I'm in the basement, so it goes in through the system, like it's controlled through like the central heating, same tech, and then it's pumped down and then pumped up through all the vents. So it gets cold in the basement. um, it's so oh, okay, but maybe have you considered turning it down? No, you don't understand. I am cold because the fan is pushing the colder directly. If I turn the fan off, I will warm up. And if we turned the AC down, it would be miserable on the other two floors. So let a girl have her real, like, this is not even a very thick blanket. Like, you can see how like it's really really thin compared to my finger. You know. Um. So I'm not. It's not like it's not so much keeping me warm. It's more of just taking that like bite from the AC off. Uh, Thank you, Steve. I get so annoyed when people put the air conditioning on too strong, and it's like 30 outside. So why are people wearing hoodies? Yeah, my grand has the AC set to 25, so it mostly just takes the humidity out of the air. Um, we are in our heat wave now, where it is about 35 ish. It's not as bad as it was a couple of days ago when it was up to like 45. So there was a week where we would be on the heat setting in the morning and then had to switch to cold in the afternoon. Like, why? Why is this needed? I mean, fair. I am definitely a um like in the winter especially. I am um why turn the heat on when I can just put on another layer? Like, I can like wear a sweater and a cozy blanket. Like, I don't need the heat. Um but with the humidity, because we get when it's not just hot, right? Here it's humid. It is, so like the temperatures will say, oh, it's 25, but it feels like 35 to 40. That's just how thick and muggy the air is. So it's 10 and cloudy. Have been for months. You know what? I feel like everybody in this chat would be incredibly jealous of that number, Mr. Norway. Just saying. Just saying. Also, I'm a very, very strange person. I This is really soft and really nice, so I like soft things. Yes, I am. Give it. I run hot like I have an infernal device inside me. I was just gonna go with infernal. Um, my friends just call me a heater because I'm basically a furnace. My husband's the same way. He has a nuclear reactor inside his body. It's like, you touch him, you burn. I don't understand. Me, I'm the iguana. I run hot, but I'm cold. I don't actually know if that makes sense. And I suck at humidity, I will pass out. So, anytime it gets super warm, it's like hubby is at a 10-foot pole because I do not want to die. I survived 38C, room temp at my friend's house, attic apartment. Ew. And then sleeping 31 because the AC was running the entire day, and that was the only result. Blech. No, I want sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Marcus is not sure about the rainbows, but if you can come visit me, we can probably manage the other three. I mean, butterflies, lollipops, and sunshine? Those sound like fun. I mean, if you're into the whole sunshine thing. I was so done on Monday when I came back home. I didn't look human because the train And then replacement buses because the sections of the railway were closed due to heat damage. Oof. Yeah, apparently there's like sidewalks somewhere that are buckling because it's too hot. It's madness. My friend's county even had a drink water emergency. We had Toronto had that on Canada Day, the first. Since I run so hot, I love it when the sun hits me. It's like that's my people nurture me because I'm a houseplant. I am so much more werewolf coated than vampire coated. Haha. Fair. Some of the electricity went kaput because of the heat. What is the water emergency? Oh shit! It's mine was the drink water emergency where it was like everyone's like the freaking government was basically like go inside and drink lots of water because like they were hosting the sports ball. Caitlin, hi. I get extra excited because you only show up on a blue moon, so that means hi. How's it going? How are things? How is the Caitlin? No car wash. We've had a few of that. We've had a few of those. I don't know recently. I just remember listening on the news. They canceled the outdoor watch parties, and we're like, "Hey, people who are in the like playing in the game and watching in the stadium, go fucking hydrate." Saving drink water where they can. Oh, we got that. We have that too. It's just called something different because the reserves are pretty low on last weekend. Yeah, that is fair. We call it not gonna try to get that around my mouth marbles. I don't know why I said mouth marbles. I love German so much, this Deeg. Anywho. They just call things what they are, and I appreciate that. In a linguini. It's great. Yay. Good. I'm doing some planning and house chores during the sprints. Awesome. I suppose theoretically that maybe we should get to one. You know? A porcupine is a spiked pig. I love that. Not gonna try. Not gonna try. Not writing currently, but reading a lot. I'm about 100 pages into Priory of the Orange Tree. Awesome! Yay! I've yet to I may have a TBR, but it's not on it because it's a big book. Someday, maybe, possibly. Right now, I'm almost. Actually, where's my phone? Hold on. I'm curious, how much Well of Ascension do I have left? Because I've been listening to Well of Ascension. I have 9 hours of Well of Ascension left. It's. I mean, I'm having fun. I'm mostly reading it on the way to physio, or I say, listening to it on the way to physio. I keep trying to like read it at night, but then I decide to watch a video before I go to bed, and it doesn't happen. I'm really trying really hard to be a bigger reader. I have like an 8-book TBR that I want to get through before the year ends, or before September. I don't think September is going to happen. I think I'm getting the Asterion book late. Oh. I'm just putting the comments up because that way I don't have to like try the words. There's a lot of word here. How is Crystal? How is everyone else? Crystal is riding the train of it's either mental health or is it ADHD? Where I have been struggling with the neurospicy brain pans with a bunch of things. I got totally read for filth by Malin and Dio, where it was one stream. It was Anne. It was Malin and Anne. They came after me for my nonsense and stuff. I've had a couple of book events that I've gone to for book stuff. I have stickers now. I have actually stuff on my website. I have been trying to finish book 2. And now I'm in physical therapy, which I keep realizing I need to actually like say the easier term, because I'm learning that many of my international friends don't know physiotherapy, which is what we call it here. Because I was talking to like a few of my American friends, like, what's physiotherapy? I'm like, physical therapy. So I'm in physical therapy for my knees again, because yeah, that's what you missed on me. Well of Ascension is a chonker. It is, and I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. There have been many a time where I have been like, I have wanted to punch the characters. And I'm not going to say why. We're not going to spoil it. But there is a short list of characters that I desperately want to punch. And I've had to explain that is not taking away from my enjoyment of the book. It's actually making me enjoy it more because I'm invested in these characters. But goddess help me, if some of these characters don't get their heads out of their asses, your girl, okay, is going to have a problem. Because, like, I'm literally, like, holding my phone up as I'm listening to this going, why don't these people talk to each other? Because, like, But then, of course, there are some, like, there are a couple of characters where I'm just like, you guys are amazing, and you're fun, and I think you just need to just, like, I know it's complicated to have the relationship you're in, but can you guys just, like, more chapters with you two, you know? Oh, God, the Well of Ascension. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. I don't have the book in, like, down here. I'm on chapter 42. Oh, God, what's going on? I'm great. Injured my left foot today. Twisted it under the swing. I tried to stop. It hurts like a ball sack. No! Oh, no. So I'm just with my foot elevated and gonna read today. Or maybe play Tears of the Kingdom. Do it. Do it. Injuries require Nintendo. Okay. It actually exists. I just didn't know. Oh, that. Okay. No, Stig, no. But I'm also jealous that you get to play on the swing, because that sounds like so much fun. It does. I started to get sick at some point as soon as the swing, so I had to stop. No more swings for me. Valid. I have not been on a swing since I was in high school. Because we had, like, there was a park by my house that had this, like, giant disc attached to ropes, and that constituted as a swing for adults. And it was a big saucer, and it was a lot, but it was fun. I'm pretty sure I would destroy almost any swing in this town now because of my fuffiness. Yes. Anyway, thank you, Kiyoko. We were talking about sprints. I was going to do it, and then I saw Caitlin, and I got really excited because Caitlin is here, and Caitlin and Marta are, like, never here. So then I had to yeah, hi. Anyway, let's get started on our first sprint. Playing with my nephew for context. I'm not just hanging out in the playground willy-nilly. Yeah. To be fair, I was hanging out with my younger cousins. So I kind of feel like I think I kind of, like, understood the implication, because You are the coolest of uncles, and I could imagine you hanging out with them and being cool. So, like, I'm not bored with you guys. Don't start. Fight you. Rrr. Um, it's exactly why I'm jealous. I don't have any children to use as an excuse to go to a playground. I not any. I really can't listen and type at the same time. I understand this. Anyway. We should get some work done. I think some sprinting should happen. So I'm gonna make myself super small. Whoop. Oop, wrong banner. Because we only have just begun. Gonna do the sprinty spronties. He's like, I am going to increase the rat population until you do what I say. 45 minutes on the clock. Let's do the things. Happy vibing, happy sprinting, happy house cleaning, happy productivity of whatever kind of product you're doing the tivity. Okay? We'll be back. 45 minutes. Not that I want children, to clarify. I just need friends to have children so I can borrow them for playground adventures. Valid. that was the end of sprint number 1. We lost Marta to some snackage, aka dinner. And Kiko ran to go to the store. How did everybody do? I feel like I did a lot. So we're going to go up. I'm going to scroll. I am going to scroll because I feel like I was on what we would be considered a roll. And I agree with myself. I got 983 words. I just started cooking. Apparently, we're trucking along, and doing the thing. As far as fun lines go, because why not? I did not mean to click the things. I meant to click off the comments. Yeah, I had one that I actually kind of wanted to share, and of course. I scrolled all the way down. I realized I wanted to read a line, and I have to scroll back up, because that is what we do. That reminds me, how many of you are here anyway? Charles asked. There was a look on his face, a sudden sternness, like it wasn't a question about how many people were in the underground. Elizabeth's head tried its damnedest to wrap her mind around the idea that humans and vampires were living together in such an underground space. Every time she thought about it... Nope, that's not the line I wanted to share. Let me skip that line. Not Charles, though. No. He studied Draga like somebody looking at an inventory sheet, looking over staff members' resources. A soldier readying for war. Hi, Dio! I woke up late. I went to bed around 4 a.m. So waking up after 11 is really not waking up late. Technically. At least you got the sleeps. Sleeps is good. Oh, it's been a time. So sleep is good. Yeah. You haven't missed much on me. I've been trucking along, doing the do. So this chapter that I'm working on is technically one of the old chapters from the original draft before the split. And some of the feedback I got, some changes here, some changes there. But as I'm reading it, I am like, oh, I mentioned this, like, over here. I should mention this. Like, so there's a lot of, like, fine-tuning that's happening as I'm typing everything out. Because I'm not, like, just editing the document. I am retyping the document from the big computer into here. So that way I'm, like, feeling the book. Like, I'm feeling the story as I'm writing it. So there's going to be, when I get to beta reading, when I send this off to beta folk, there will be differences from the CP draft. Obvious, that feels like an obvious statement to say, but like this chapter specifically, the entire start has changed, and like the starting conversation has changed, and I'm tweaking like these other conversations. One of the comments was there is a scene where a death is being faked, but is being faked all digitally. And one of the comments I had gotten was, as someone who loves practical effects, it's unfortunately that this is digital. I decided that I was going to add some practical effects to this, possibly. I'm still kind of like workshopping it in my brain because I just got to that part of the scene, like right as the timer went off. So, yeah. That is how, that's how things are going. I also turned the fan on to rotate, so it wasn't like specifically pointing at my face, because as we can see, I am having a chili, which I I love being chilly. So like, it's fine. Um, but yeah, that's how things are. That's how things are going. Do. What should we talk about? I don't know. My brain is not firing on cylinders at present. I do want to make. I mean, my brain is firing at cylinders because obviously I'm writing. So like the writing brain is doing the work. Okay, the parts of my brain that require socialness is going. Oh, and I have had coffee. I know my story in my Instagram story. I said that I was going to get coffee and food before the live, and I got the food, not the coffee, because technically I had the coffee on the way home, which was really tasty. I had so occasionally hubby gets cashy money from his friends who like do coffee runs, so he'll go pay for it and they pay him back and they give him cash. So I get the cash. Usually it goes in the cash box for events and stuff. But since I'm not going to be having an event for probably a while, Shannon put it in my wallet. So I got coffee money. So I went to Starbucks to treat myself because it wasn't my money. So I felt really good about it. And I got a s'mores frappuccino. It was very tasty. It was like smoky marshmallows and chocolate, which I already know I've lost Dio the second I say the C word. Um, and it was like a graham cracker like topping. It was so good. I embarrassed my damn self. Okay? Because apparently the s'mores frappuccino had two separate versions. My happy ass is literally just going, I want caffeine, I need caffeine, I want caffeine. So when the girl goes like the coffee, and there's a cold brew version of the same thing, right? And I'm just like, no, I want the frappuccino thing. And she just looked at me with like the most understanding look on her face. Was very much like, oh sweet summer child. And I feel like I earned it because she's like, no, you can have it with coffee or you can have it without. And I'm like, bet you can't guess which one I want. And she's like, I wasn't gonna say it. And it was a very like I giggled at this at the reaction of this interaction with the Starbucks barista because fair. I was just because it was like after physio, and I'm just like, do. I need a nap. So yeah, that's that's how that's going, and that's how my day is going, and everything is fine. Mostly, honestly, you know. And I have my reward video. Well, calling it a reward video is kind of silly, but it's gonna be like my after work or after writing video because I've got the Ian Hatzakostas interview pulled up because I actually want to watch it. Starbucks is really sweet. I feel like Starbucks is very sweet. Full stop. Especially depending on what you get. That's why I get like it's also too expensive. I get it as a treat. Funny thing though, this should tell you about Tim's. I know what am I saying, right? Starbucks. If you put Starbucks and Tim's side by side as a flavor profile, Starbucks comparatively you might as well be drinking like black coffee. Like in terms of that like caffeinated bitterness than Tim's. Tim's tastes like pure unregulated sugar compared to like even with the fancy shit that comes out of Starbucks' face, it doesn't taste nearly as sugar like cloyingly painfully sweet as if you were to like have a similar drink from Tim's. It's wild. I'm only saying that because you saying it was too sweet reminded me of the last time I went to Starbucks with hubby, because we went for my birthday. So like, it's my birthday. Can I get a super expensive Starbucks drink? So he got himself that too, and he's been drinking cold brew coffees from Tim's, right? And so he's like, I know I like cold brew. Like, so I'm going to get the exact same thing I get at Tim's at Starbucks. And he took one sip. And he looked down at it, looked at me, looked down at it. And he was like, I don't understand. And so I think your comment just kind of reminded me of that, of confusion, confused hubby being confusion. It was, yeah, it's a thing. I agree. My whole point was I agree. Here, let me tell this funny story. I mean, it's me. It shouldn't be a surprising way I tangent. Anywho, what do we say about possibly Badoop? Okay, sorry, my watch vibrated, so I'm like, wait, what's going on? Do another sprint. I feel like we should do another sprint because your girl is cooking and it feels like we should. It feels like we should keep going. If I can hit the timer in the right spot, there we go. More water. Do 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 do. All the lulls. Yeet. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 wow 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 wow. Gonna be sprint number 2, cause we're gonna do the doodly do. We're gonna do the thing, and it's gonna be great. So I'll see you back here in 45 minutes. Boom! That was the end of sprint number 2. How did it go for peoples? Kiko says, I returned, came back with a story from work from my coworker, and but I first have to take a shower because, oh dear God, the heat, which, I understand that. The heaviest thing I bought was a carton of milk, and what the heck? Why is that what make me mad? Because everything is awful when it's hot. Took a shower, had to deal with, oh no, because all the pipes are connected, which has consequences. Yeah, no, that's fair. I hate this entire apartment complex. I hate how this place is built. That sucks. I'm sorry. Well, I got, what did I say, 910 words? I don't know if I said it out loud. But that's how many words I typed. I still have, this chapter is so long. And I feel like it's only long because it's taken me like multiple days / weeks to get through, because I haven't been like cooking as fast as I am. Like it's been a time. I don't think the chapter needs to be shaved down. It's just taking me a while to get through. Uh-oh. Story for work. I have overstuffed the freezer section waiting on Monday. The freezer new delivery came yesterday, only shortly before 12 p.m., and the student jobber was almost finished her shift. So the high school jobber had to take over, and she was the only one there for 3 hours and 10 wagons. That sounds like a lot of work. So it's full again for me. Does it have 600 or so pizzas? I remember the pizza story. Ugh. Yeah, in the pipe for my toilet. Dot, 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 dot. Oh. Eep. Eep. Goes up at a sharp 45-degree angle. Like, ugh. I'm sorry you are having what some could consider a struggle bus. Kiko, that sucks. So very, 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 very much. Yeah, so awful. That's the time. Oh, sorry. It's the same how all air ventilations are connected. So someone on the floor is smoking the green, then everyone on the floor got the smell at the same time. There was even a sign at the entrance door for that person demanding them to stop. I've lived in large apartment complexes before. I understand this. It was either the green, the tobacco, or at the apartment I lived in, it was Italian food, I think, because like there was a Italian family on the same floor as me, so like the entire, no, not Italian. Oh God, I can't remember now. Either way, the apartment would either smell of the green or the food, and anytime it wasn't the food, I was sad because I like food, you know. So I do not envy your living situation, Kyoko. Not one little bit. Been there, done that, bought the shirt. I think I know that technically we have like enough time to do like another 40-minute sprint. But as you can see, you can tell the yawning is yawning. Like I cannot stop yawning. So I think we're gonna call it a little early today. And your girl is gonna go chill. Updated my you got this you got I know it's like the July writing chat. I can't it's like you got this sheet. I know I can't remember the last one. I tried to like fill my numbers in and I promptly forgot it existed. So I didn't bother with the number sheet. I just did the monthly goals and the quarterly goals. And when do they do the accountability streams again? So maybe this time I might be there for it instead of forgetting they exist. For some reason, it's not functioning correctly for me. Woohoo! I guess I have to write on the first day and put the numbers in because otherwise it just multiples. Yeah. I love my sheet. I went for gold forest pine green style. Nice. Because Project Owlite / Dying God / Ophelia book. Got it. That's cool. Okay. See, it won't stop. To be fair, I did do physio. My physio since I did. Yeah, it's been a day. I'm still streaming on Mondays. Mondays is actually the only day that I have my physical therapy and the lives. I thought it was Saturday too, but the rest of this month my appointments are on Thursday. So only one live will have Crystal Tired lives. So back on Monday. I am tired. The heat is exhausting. It really is though. And we won't. Yeah, Dio told me we won't have CR for 48 weeks, which means I have more writing time. Okay, because I watch Critical Role on like Tuesdays or Wednesdays, since when it comes out my time on Mondays, it's too late in the day. I'm just like I don't have 6 hours to watch. So I usually watch it on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and I do that instead of write. So I'll have some. I'll be adding a day to my schedule, which is cool. Now that I'm I'm not complaining. I'm like, oh, put me in and watch Critical Role. I am enjoying the fuck out of Campaign 4, so I don't want to miss it. And it is really hard to ignore the group chats from the troublemakers and like everywhere else that I'm a part of with spoilers and stuff. So like, thinking of watching Age of Umbra, but it might be too dark for me. I haven't watched it. I haven't even started the first episode. I am struggling. I struggle with a lot of the live campaigns. Like I watched the first LA by Night or Vampire the Masquerade. I watched LA by Night. I watched parts of New York by Night, but then I got bored. I just say I watch Critical Role, and that's kind of where I'm at with that. I don't watch any of the live shows or anything. And Tally's not in the Berlin because he's sick. Oh no. A friend was thinking about going there, but I was unsure if I had vacation there and we could get there. So it's like, nope, the prices. Oh my god, yes, Campaign 4. Brendan is a legend. Oh my god, how he keeps track of everything, dude. The freaking yeah, the thing that happened in like episode 0 showing back up. I was I think Primus Tychonus is scarier than Asmodeus and Calamity. I agree. If you want like a scale for Critical Role to Incarnate's Rise, not shameless plug. Primus Tychonus and Christopher Emberward, the BBEG of the series, they'd be best friends, or at least, you know, an alliance of power. They are the same level of charisma crazy. Okay, they are right there. Um, my God, him and the Hail of Our Grandma. Yeah, no, they are fucking scary as fuck. BBEG, I love this term. I feel like BBEG was a Critical Role era term, or at least like that era of D&D. I don't remember where I got it from, but big bad evil guy, BBEG. Oh my God, I need to get a character like this for any of my stories. Dude, watching people who are like from like Primus Deconus, like what I want Christopher Emberward to be. I've now seen him in a few of like I've seen his reflection in Critical Role, and I've seen his reflection in Well of Ascension. Like just that level of right? That I'm just kind of like it has made me ask questions of myself of how evil I can get while yes, yep, yeah, no, Straff Venture is a comp character for Christopher Emberward 100%. Like I'm just like, oh, I hate this guy. I hate who he reminds me of. Like, and like there are certain subject matters within like certain subject matter I'm like not comfortable touching as a writer. Okay. But like also trying to what's the words? Trying to accept I was watching this video. I was trying to go away, but it's not happening now. There was a video I watched the other day where it was talking about depiction doesn't equal endorsement. And there are things that I'm uncomfortable with writing that I know those characters are not uncomfortable with doing. And so I'm trying to find the line as the series progresses, and like there are going to be times where we see like all of the evils that this dick can do. Is how much dark can I tell? His name is so funny. His name is ridiculous. I couldn't take him seriously for the first few chapters as well as Ellen. I can't take Ellen seriously now. Okay. I cannot take Ellen seriously now. I am Team Tinwell, okay? Like, that boy bothers me. Just like he's starting to get better now, like where I am in the book. But like, bestie. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. I don't have the book on me. I don't have the book. The female Sazin, the one of the terrorist woman character person, Tinwell. I think I'm only going by like what the narrator dude. Ellen, I love Ellen. He's adorkable. He's adorkable. Hold on, let me see if I can remember how to spell it. I think it's TW. Hold on. I got an idea. Hold on. Whoops. Well of Ascension. Characters. There it is. Got it. That's how it's spelled. I love him. I love her. They are amazing. Spook is great too. They're all great. Ellen and Vin. Ellen and Vin are my favorite meet cutes ever in books. Honestly, I love their meet cute. I love how they met. they're the two characters I was bitching about this morning, because I'm at the point where like he accidentally showed that he was scared of her, and so now she is having like an existential crisis while he is sitting there thinking that she doesn't like him because he lost the crown. And I'm just like, oh yeah, by the way, spoilers. And I'm just like, you two need to fucking talk to each other. Like, I swear, I read this series and got traumatized so bad I won't move on from Arrow 1. Yes, we love them. Kelsier is not the only house number. He's an entire country unto himself. They're so cute. I love them. They have my soul. I have been told they get better in Hero of Ages, and that they will like, and I should say, like I said, I was saying this in the beginning, is the fact that I'm frustrated with these characters is not in a negative way. Because it is not taking away from my enjoyment of the book, right? I'm enjoying the reading. I am enjoying Well of Ages far more than I enjoyed Mistborn. But Lord, somebody do something. Yeah, I know. I know they're teens, okay? I know they're teens, and sometimes teens are dumb. This is why your girl doesn't read young adult. Because I cannot, and I mean, it's funny because my characters are not the pinnacle of maturity either. Like, that's the thing. I don't mind that the characters are frustrating. I'm invested. I feel like I still need to point this out. I am invested in what is happening. I'm just like, can you two just like, can you two just, please? I'm trying not to. It was like in book 1 when you first met Ellen and Vin. I didn't want to go on spoilers, okay? I didn't want to know what happened, but they were so cute. I actually looked up to make sure he survived book 1 because I didn't want anything bad to happen to that boy. Frontal lobe ain't developed yet. I mean, their maturity cannot rival the stuff in not in my book. I hated the characters I have for the hatred I have for these characters. I don't know what the book you're talking about in that book, and it makes me question the author so much. Ellen and Vid had a Jane Austen meet cute IMO. I have never read Jane Austen. I don't understand what that means, but they did, like, honestly, it was super cute. He was, she was a little ball prince, a fake ball princess, and he was a little prince with a book. Like, I died. Oh, the characters in Not My Book are 28 and 26. They behave worse than CW teens. Ooh, ouch. Vin is our ball princess. Honestly, like, what you get, she's just like, I'm never gonna wear a dress again because I'm like this super badass who can like I shouldn't be allowed to wear a dress because I'm not like them, or whatever the hell. Like, the Well of Ascension started with her just being like, why would I wear a dress? There's no point now. All the balls are gone. And then it's like she got the dress and she's just like, I'm so cool and confident and pretty, and look how swishy my dress is. I was just kind of like, yes, embrace the swooshy, right? Like, I love them both. I love Ellen. I love Vin. I just wish they would get over their shit. And I'm not finished the series yet, so I don't know if they get over their shit. But I'm told it gets better, so it's fine. Everything is fine. Can you tell I'm really enjoying reading again? I am. I'm staying away from spoilers as best I can. Tell me what you think when you finish. I will. So now I have 3 people. So I have you that I have to text when I'm done. I have my friend Sasha that I have to text when I'm done, and then I have Mars, who I'm going to text when I'm done. I don't know if they want me to, but I'm going to, because anytime I get interested in something, I have to talk about it with my friends. And I I know many people have read Mistborn. I don't know many people who have read Mistborn. You know what I mean? Like if I just start talking to like everybody about the things, I'm like, everybody's just gonna get annoyed at me for like nerding out over things. Like, yeah, like they were the thing with in the very beginning with the it was just, yeah. Like I nerded out so hard. There's a moment in Well of Ascension where this vial of metals gets hidden, and then it's like it doesn't show up till Act 3, and I'm like, oh my god, it showed up! Look at it! I was on the bus. I was on the bus, just sitting here like trying really hard not to laugh, like happy cry, okay? Because I'm just like, oh my god, it's the thing! It's the thing! Like, I'm such a dork when I like. I mean, so like, okay, when I was reading Dark and Secret Magic, it's right there. Right, yeah, I was reading a Dark and Secret Magic. I finished that motherfucker in like 14 hours. By the time it was done, it was 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and my husband had to get up for work, and I am kicking my feet, just squeeing in giggle joy, cry laughing. My husband's asleep beside me. He wakes up and I'm just like, oh no, I'm sorry, I woke you up. And he's just like, are you enjoying your book? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, and it's okay. And I'm like, can I tell you about the book? He's like, no, I have to go back to sleep. I'm like, but I want to tell you about my book. And he just like, he's already snoring. And I'm like, so good. Yeah. I have so many Discords that talk about Dragon Age. Of course you do. Not no RL Dragon Age fans. No. Wow. 4 a.m. That was me reading Mockingjay in the older days and crying. 4 a.m. is the morning. 4 a.m. in the morning on summer break, luckily. I mean, that at least it was summer break. Like, when I get into books, I get into books. And sure, even though, like I'm saying, yeah, I'm into Well Ascension, it still takes me forever to read. I'm enjoying it. I'm not going through it nearly as fast as Adasm, which, like, to be fair, Adasm is the first book I have killed in one day in, like, years. Many years. So, like, she's an enigma that I love so very much. Oh god, or reading Twilight too, but that was on a school night and my mother had to take the book away. Okay, to be fair, the second book of Twilight wrecked high school me. I've read the whole Twilight series, okay? I was a fan until I wasn't and things were a thing, okay? It was, yeah. I had to finish it. They were literally trying to save Edward. My nerves. Yeah. New Moon did not go well for Book Me, especially while I was reading Book 2. What's really, really funny is while I was reading Book 2, while I was in high school, okay? Well, I was in grade 10, so I was like 16, okay? Okay? I was 16 when I read New Moon. I was also going through my own breakup. It was a time. It was a time. Oh, I read Twilight. I reread Twilight when I was 18, and I was like, what the fuck? What is Edward? Why is Edward watching her sleep before they were together? Oh no, it was a time. Look. Yes. It was something. It was something that happened. It all ended up for the best though. I mean, um you know, my vampire era. I'm missing the olden days vampire books. Everything is now romantasy in a specific way. I'm missing my paranormal stuff. I mean, you could always give this a read. I'm such a dork. I'm sorry. Cause this is vampires of that era stuff, you know. I promise I will only do that like once a month. I miss the paranormal era. Yeah, I have so much to read. Sure I am. What did I say I was again? Already forgotten. So, anywho. Oh, I was even thinking about writing my Vampire Witch book stuff. Um, I, but I think for the German market is very much outdated. I mean, let's be honest. So is Vampires here. I mean, then yes, I am. Oh, but also planning the Vampire Diaries fanfic. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, the German book market is flooded with romantasy. It's not much better here, honestly. Like, with sprayed edges, and I cannot see it anymore. It's so hard. I consider doing sprayed edges for a special edition of Incarnate's Rise, and then I just look at sprayed edges. Controversial author hot take. Okay. I don't understand the point of sprayed edges. They're pretty. But spines go outside. Pages don't go outside. Spines go outside on a bookshelf. Okay? Mm-hmm. Find some good old high fantasy. Give me 5 years, I'll have one of those too. That's the prequels, high fantasy, like high paranormal fantasy. And when it's only established authors and not someone new, right? New authors. I just can't see sprayed edges anymore in at least the German space. And the covers are all the same, like literally. I'm not going to disagree with you either. When I was at Indigo for my bookshop birthday, where I went to go get the books for my birthday, there were so many covers that just looked so similar, and they weren't in again the same similar covers in same series. I make all the covers match, done. But like everybody's doing the same like things in covers, and yes, I agree. I mean, sometimes spread edges add to the vibe, but not all books, and I'm so over it. You know what? I make a picture of tables and post them, and you'll see what I mean. I understand. I understand. Like, I've seen exactly what you're talking about. And the romantic books, they're all comic styles with the people on it, with the pink pastel colors. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I understood what you meant. Yeah. No, it's a lot. Like, I mean, to be fair, especially in the trad pub industry, they're going for marketability, and they know that people want to buy these books, so they want to make their books look like these books, so that way their books can do as good as those. And it's just ridiculous. So, oh, I realized I have a little printout sheet of the prologue, so that way I could read it with bigger font for the events I've been going to. And I just stuck it in that copy, and it's just like. Anyway. I am tired. So I'm going to say the things again. I will be back on Monday. Yeah, hydrating is important, especially if the weather is bullshit. I will be back on Monday, same bat time, same bat channel, for more productivity, fun times. Yep, you have the late shift, sad panda. But until next time, I love and appreciate every single one of you. We'll see you guys in the next video, stream, reel, wherever the hell it is you find myself next. Eventually, I'll start making videos again because I have a few of them I want to do, but I'm so lazy. Anyway, bye, guys.